might just want to be a couch potato that day. You know what I'm saying? You're not going nowhere. You just want to sit in your pajamas and smell good. Peach, leech, sign me up. Okay? Sign me up every time. I have not been out and about and smelled another woman smell like her. Peach trees or whatever. Are peaches on trees or fields?
Trees.
You gonna record me? You gonna put in your stories? Look at my wife doing what she do. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Fee here, and today we are going to get into the fragrances that I am personally recommending to you for spring summer of 2025. Some of them are new, some of them are my tried and true fragrances, and I'm also making sure that I'm giving you a good range from high to low as well, so that you can pick which ones will work best for you throughout this upcoming season. First off, when we dive into fragrances, the things that you need to know about me is that your girl loves to purchase fragrances that I can wear standalone, and also fragrances that I can mix, blend together, do all of the things with. Not only that, I am always going to start off my base with the Felicia Jarrell shower oil. First and foremost, that is how I'm always starting off any of my fragrances. When I get in that shower, I put this on before I step out. Might even put a little bit more on after I step out, but I love wearing the shower oil as a base. Y'all know we have all 5 different fragrances. We have Gold Mine, we have Signature, Mr. Gold Mine for those that want to get something for their man, or you love a little bit more of the musk scent. We also have Homebody as well as Paradise, and now that it is spring summer season, it's time to whip out that Paradise and start layering all of the things. The first fragrance that I'm going to recommend to you guys is the one that I have personally been receiving the most compliments on as of late, and I will be wearing this in heavy rotation all throughout spring summer. Now this one personally, you can wear it all year round because it is a vanilla. Vanilla never goes out of style, okay? So I am going to recommend to you guys. Now listen, I may chop and screw some of these names, but I have linked everything for you in my LTK so that you can go and find exactly what I'm talking about. This is Matiere Premier is how I believe that it is pronounced. It is the vanilla powder perfume. Girl, when I tell you, I have been getting so many compliments on this fragrance right here. Now obviously in the name it is vanilla, it is powdery, but it also just encapsulates you. It blends very well. The dry down as far as your chemistry, it is an amazing scent, and it permeates throughout the day. Some days I feel like it actually gets stronger throughout the day versus wearing off. So I would say that I get a good solid 6 to 8 hours of wear out of this before I feel like, oh, I just need to spray it 1 or 2 more times on my wrist. Now this one, you want to be careful with how many times you are spraying it, okay? Because I know that we love to put it in all of the hot spots, put it on our clothes, all of that. It can become very overwhelming really fast because this is a strong vanilla scent. Although it is powdery, it can overpower you. So be very careful. Just spray it on your hot spots. 1, 2, maybe max 3 dashes on your clothes is all that you need, and it will last you throughout the entire day. Next fragrance that I am going to recommend to you guys was actually on my fragrance wish list. It was one of the top on my wish list, and I ordered it before it even released in the stores. It is actually releasing later this month in the stores. I think Bloomingdale's had the exclusive release of it, but then MFK themselves sent out the email to order it and get free engraving. So I went that route so that I could go ahead and have it and be able to tell you guys what I think of it. I have been wearing it for the past 2 days, and I am absolutely in love. This is definitely going to be my going out fragrance, my date night fragrance, going to the spa day, just any sort of event where I'm going to be around a lot of other people. This is the one that I'm going to be wearing because I don't like smelling like everybody in the room, right? I want to make sure that my scent is distinct, it is memorable. I want people's heads to turn and to ask me, girl, what you got on? That's how I like to smell, okay? So this is the new MFK Kurky. Now they refer to it on their website as Tutti Frutti. That's kind of the reasoning behind why they created this scent. Kurky actually comes from MFK's childhood name. It is supposed to be a childlike scent. It's supposed to give you that nostalgic feeling. It's supposed to make you not feel like a carnival, not feel like super candied and like a kid in that sense, but just like fluffy, bouncing on clouds, playful, like bringing the play back into your life was the purpose behind this scent right here. And I'm telling y'all, they did a big one with this. They did. I will admit, as much as I personally love MFK, the last few fragrances have not been my favorites. I passed on A Palm. I passed on Aqua Celestia. Like, they weren't my favorite fragrances. You know, I was looking for something that was what I've known MFK to be, which is a standout house. You can trust them when it comes to your fragrances, when it comes to longevity. So that's what I was looking for. And they brought it with this one. This is the perfect spring summer fragrance, especially as I'm seeing everybody lean more into play right now. Like, all of us as millennials, we are like, I just want to go outside and play again. This gives you that feeling. So definitely add it to your list. I believe that it retails for $245. So you can grab this one. Okay, girls, so my next fragrance on the list may be a little unsuspecting. You may be like, how did that get over there? Because didn't you say this was for your man? True. But it actually falls within the fruity floral department. This is the BDK. Now it is Passe Soir. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Okay, that may not be how it's actually pronounced. But this fragrance right here, I pulled up the notes just so I could tell y'all what was actually in this fragrance because it is so good. So the top notes are pear, ginger, mandarin orange. They have black pepper. Middle notes are peach, Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom. There's patchouli leaf in here. There is vanilla in here, of course. But when I tell you guys, this fragrance here, first of all, my husband was the one that picked this fragrance out. We were doing some fragrance shopping in Neiman's one day. And I loved it, but I didn't get it that day because we already had like 5 or 6 fragrances. So I was like, no. Well, Neiman's ended up sending me a gift card for my purchase. It was like $150. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go back and get the one that he wanted. I don't know how, when we were originally in the store, I didn't know it was as good as it was until I purchased it and got home and he wore it and he got in the bed one night. And baby, when I tell you I was swooning. Like, I did not want to leave that man's chest because he smelled so good. But the more that he was wearing it, I was like, I wonder how this would smell on me. And so I wore it one day, and he don't know this, but I've been sneaking it, you know, a couple of days out the week and wearing it because, girl, this is good. Even though it classifies as a fruity floral, it is an amazing scent on a man or on a woman. I would say if you have the Felicia Jarrell shower oils, definitely layer this with the Mr. Goldmine. Would be great. Or you can even layer it with Goldmine. Either one would be a great base to this because it, let me tell you, date night, late night shower, if you're looking for a bedtime fragrance and you just want your partner to swoon, go cop it. Go cop it. Now for my next fragrance, I am going to recommend 2 from the same house. One I've had for quite some time, which is the Parfums de Marly. This is their Cassoulet. This one has more of a peach to it. A lot of the fragrances that I'm recommending today, for whatever reason, just have peaches in them. That was not planned. It just happened that way, and I'm not mad at it. The first time I wore this, I felt like I was picking from peach trees. Like, it's just such a fresh scent. It's not overly fruity. It is the perfect blend of freshness and outdoorsy. It makes you just feel free. Is the best way that I can explain this, is that it just opens you up to the possibilities of the day. That's why I love this so much. This was my first Parfums de Marly that I purchased. I actually, don't fight me in the comments, I'm actually not a fan of Delina. I know the girls like to tussle about Delina. I get it, I understand. But me personally, I'm not a rose girl like that. Like, for me to be impressed by a rose, it has to be the sweetest rose out there. But yeah, Delina doesn't really do it for me. It doesn't do it for my chemistry, but Casterly does. And so I definitely recommend Casterly to you. I'm gonna tell you what is also in this one here. So some of the notes that you can find in Casterly is red currant. You have Bulgarian rose, plum, mimosa, vanilla, tonka bean, and sandalwood. And I will personally tell you that anytime I can read the notes and I see vanilla and sandalwood, for me, it's like, okay, I can blind by that. If you have some vanilla and some sandalwood mixed with my personal chemistry, and that's why it's so important to learn your chemistry and what combinations work for your body, I know that every single time, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a hit. So definitely put Casterly on your list if you have not already, because it is the perfect spring scent. Brunch with the girls, festival time, wear it out. Like all of the things, you can wear this to. The next fragrance that I'm going to recommend to you that is in the same house as Casterly is actually the Valea Exclusive. This just came out. This is a new fragrance from Parfums de Marly. As you can see, I have the smaller bottle because as of late, I just have way too many fragrances. And I am going to have to condense, or I'm going to have to do something before I start buying all of the full size things again. But it's so cute. It's so cute. This is a 1 ounce bottle. I absolutely love it. So some of the notes that are in this one, and I've smelled it quite a few times to make sure that it was actually the one that I wanted. I couldn't decide if I wanted the Valea, which that version came out, I want to say last year or the year before. But the exclusive really got me once I put it on my skin and walked around the store for a little while. So this has almond, mandarin, and bergamot, orange blossom, white flowers, vanilla, and sandalwood. I told you, it's something about vanilla and sandalwood. This is more of a powdery floral, okay? Powdery florals is like, yes, it's a floral, but it gives you more of a fluffy feel than a strong floral scent, like walking up on flowers and smelling them or something like that. It's more inviting, in my opinion, than a straight floral fragrance. So I really, really like this. It was a tough decision between this and then their other fragrance. I think it's the Palestine or the Palestina fragrance that they have, but I decided to go with this one, and I'm really excited to wear it out. And I'll come back and let you guys know what my thoughts are as I continue to wear it. Next on my list is actually from House of Beau. Is their newest fragrance, which is Ave Maria. Now listen, this one took me a little minute to purchase because when I read the description, I wasn't sure. I was not sure if I was going to like it. Now I do have House of Beau Bonbon. I love it. I love Bonbon. But I was watching Peyton Charles, and she had talked about this fragrance and how it was a new fragrance, and she mixed them together. Y'all know I love a good mix. So then I went back and I read the notes and I thought, okay, let's try it and see how it goes. So some of the notes that can be found in the Ave Maria are dewy gardenia, cashmere, Indonesian jasmine, raindrops, neroli, sweet pear, and you have Merlot wine. Now, they say that this falls under the fruity floral. I would probably have to disagree. The initial spray does not give fruity floral. It gives straight floral. If you want to tone it down a bit and you have the FJ shower oils, I would probably use Gold Mine as a base. If you want to make it a little bit more fruitier, I would use Signature as a base to kind of blend with it. What I'll say that got me, that made me go, yeah, this is as good as they think it is, the dry down. The dry down on this, 10-10. 10-10 recommend, and it lasted all day. Like literally until I got home to take my shower at night, I could still smell this lingering on my skin, on my clothing. The key to your fragrances lingering is to spray it on your clothes. Like as much as you want to believe that there should be a fragrance out there that should last for 24 hours, that's just not happening, okay? But If you spray it on your clothes, if you spray it in your hot spots, all of that, it should last you all day, at least a 7 to 8 hour wear at minimum. You're doing real good when you have anything over 10 hours. But this one, I'm telling y'all, I got home and I could still smell it, and it felt like it got sweeter, warmer, more inviting throughout the day. Like I said, that first initial spray was like, woo, you could smell the gardenia. But as the day went on, it got so much better. So definitely add this to your list. If you're like, I'm not sure, House of Beau does have a tester package, like a sampler pack, where you get to put it together and choose what you want to try. Or go to a Neiman's, go somewhere where they sell it and just get a sample and try it out first on your skin. Wear it for a couple of days before you make that decision, which is perfectly fine because these are not cheap. It's definitely not a cheap buy. The next fragrance on my list for me, I actually bought this one this year for my birthday. I might have shown it to y'all before, but I love her down. I love her down. Not only is the bottle absolutely beautiful, like absolutely stunning, I love the way that she smells. I have not been out and about and smelled another woman smell like her. So I feel like she's underrated. Although the brand house may be known, I feel like a lot of people sleep on her because of the brand's other fragrance, which is Herba Pura, which I do have and I love. I bought it for my birthday last year. This one here is just grown woman. Very sexy, very wealthy, very walking into the store, being served a glass of champagne. You're sitting down, you're being waited on. Your SA has been waiting on you all day. Has so many new items, exclusive items to show you. It gives very much that. It gives very much you're about to walk into Cartier and you're buying up all the things. It gives, give me my things and do not delay. That is what I love about her. And it is Xerjoff Anniversary. Some of the notes inside of this one is lychee, green apple. You have peony, jasmine, licorice, cashmere wood, and what you think I'm gonna say is one of them other things. Sandalwood, amber, musk, and patchouli. So this is a fruity, fresh fragrance. And I'm gonna tell y'all how good it is. There's only been one person that has been able to call out this fragrance on me. I was at church and I sat down, and the lady beside me was like, you got on da-da-da. I was like, how you know? She's like, oh girl, I know my stuff. And so we were vibing because she understood, yeah, she know what she doing. This is the fragrance that commands attention in the room. So if you have a conference coming up, if you have a speaking engagement, if you have a board meeting, you got a meeting with your boss because you finna go in there and ask for a 15-20% raise, whatever it is, this gonna give you a head start. Okay. One of the things that made it on my list that is still in the high-end fragrance section is going to be my tried and true, and you can tell by the bottle that I do not play about her. I cannot not recommend her. Even though she's not new, she'll never get old. Okay. And I am in a Facebook group where it's Sis You Smell Good Facebook group. And recently this has been popping up a lot lately where like apparently none of the girls really knew about her. They really slept on her. I don't know, because me and her have been down 10 toes flat for almost 3 years now. This is Louis Vuitton Attrape Reves or Reves, however you pronounce it, girl. But it's good. Okay, it's real good. I love everything about this. The notes in this are lychee, bergamot, ginger, peony, Turkish rose, and patchouli. This is a fresh rose floral. Now remember when I had talked to y'all previously and I said I don't really love Delina. Like I'm not a rose girl. It's got to be a rose that just wows me and makes me go, oh yeah. It's got to be this. It's got to be on this level. There is not a single time that I wear this and I am not stopped. Several times throughout the day. That's what this does. Louis Vuitton, not every fragrance always hits, but I will say when you find the one that goes with your chemistry, it slaps. And that's what this does for me. I love it down, and I can wear it. Not only do I just wear it spring, summer, I can wear it year round as well and still get compliments and all of those things and still feel like warm, but also feel light and airy, and also feel floral and fruity, and all of the things all at once. And throughout the day, as you go on through your day, it just gets better and better and better and better. So if you have nothing else from this list thus far, this should be numero uno on your list, okay? So before we get into the fragrances that I feel are definitely worth it, but not as expensive as the ones that I previously showed you, I am going to show you this last one. This is the vacation scent for you, okay? I looked up and found this one. I went to the scent room here in Dallas, and I was just telling her like what my scent vibes were and what I like to buy and what I already had. And I was looking for something unique, something that would really just capture what I wanted to feel and all of those things. And she brought out this girl. This is Narcotica Narco Oasis. It's already in the name as far as Narcotica. It gives. It gives addicted, okay? It gives swoon. It gives all the things that you wanted to give. The reason that I say this is a vacation scent is because it literally will transport you into an oasis. This is sitting on the beach, reading a book, minding your business, drinking Mai Tais all day. This is laying in a hammock out by the sea. This is going to eat ceviche, you know what I'm saying, on the patio, seaside. It's all of those things. It is a nice, cool breeze walk with your robe on from Fee Noel, and you just gliding through life. This is the vacation scent for the girls. This has passion fruit in it, blood orange, black currant, vanilla, peach, pear, brown sugar, tonka. It has sandalwood, amber, and blonde woods. It is a fruity, sweet vanilla. So if you are a vanilla girl, if you are a fruity girl, and if you like to be edible like myself, this is the one for you, okay? It definitely gives rich bitch, and I'm not mad at it. It gives I am staying in the penthouse suite. That is what this gives. So you need to add this to your list. Now, those are all of the fragrances. In my opinion, if you are looking to lean more higher in, if you're looking to have a more unique fragrance palette this year where you're not smelling like everybody else, where you're really turning heads and stopping people, those are the top fragrances that I would recommend for you during spring and summer. And now we're going to dive into the fragrances that you can find more commonly at Ulta or Sephora and other places like that may be more affordable, especially if you're a beginner in the fragrance world and you're not looking to just dive in and blind buy and spend too much. These are the ones that you can trust. Now let's get into all of the fragrances that are under $150, okay? A lot of these, longevity-wise, is usually why fragrances aren't as expensive as they can be, as well as branding, marketing. Y'all know how it goes, all of those things. I am going to recommend my top favorites. What I will say is that if you want these to last a bit longer throughout the day, you are definitely going to need to layer as far as your oil, your lotion. You're going to have to do all of these extra steps that you don't necessarily always have to do with designer fragrances if you want to extend the life of them throughout the day. So the first fragrances that I'm going to start with, you should already be on board with me for this, are Kayali fragrances. Now I have 3 that I'm recommending, actually 4. I have 4 that I'm recommending. One of them I just got the other day, so I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. But these 2 right here, y'all, I have a bunch of Kayali fragrances, okay? I almost have every single one. There's only maybe 2 that I don't have, and pistachio is one of them. I'm not a fan of pistachio. I'll tell you that right now. But these 2, in my humble opinion, should be in every woman's collection. Not because they just smell good standalone, because Kayali's fragrances are meant to be layered, and these are great bases. And when you blend these 2 together, the compliments that I receive on these 2, I was in Neiman's one day shopping and literally trying to walk out, and one of the associates dang near ran me down. and was like, what do you have on? To the point where she printed out receipt paper and had me write it down. And this is what I was wearing. I was wearing the Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. And I was also wearing the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. These are probably some of the sweetest that she has produced. The Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar is like an upgrade, if you will, or a more playful version of the Vanilla 28. That is why this one is just so good, because Vanilla 28 has always been her most popular. But as you can see by the bottle, my girl gets used. She gets used pretty frequently. I even tried a combination the other day where I wore both of these with Jackie Aina's Forever Mood, her Hard to Get. Girl, let me tell you, I smelled so good. So some of the notes in the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar are vanilla, pear, marshmallow, rum, lang lang, and then you have bubblegum, jelly bean. I mean, she just put everything in here. Sugar, patchouli, tonka, cashmere, sandalwood. She did her big one, okay? She put all the good things in this one. And then in Yummy Bougie, it is more freesia, Italian lemon, marshmallow, strawberry, orange blossom, whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, musk, raspberry. They both fall within the floral, fruity, gourmand family. So if you're looking for more floral, more fruity, which I feel like spring, summer is all about floral and fruity. Like anything else, why are you putting it on? You need to be light, airy, inviting, warm, engaging. Like that is what you want to do. So make sure that these are on your list. The other one that I am going to recommend that I feel doesn't get talked about enough is the Sparkling Lychee. This is Eden Sparkling Lychee. This one has black currant, sparkling lychee in it. It has candy violet, sugared amber, and sandalwood. Again, you know, if it's got vanilla, sandalwood, amber, I'm just gonna tell you right now, those my girls. We roll together real tough. But this one is such a great layer. I usually mix this one with Seven Virtues, their lychee. And then there's another one by Nest. They also have a lychee that I'll mix it with as well. So with this one, I do stick to lychee. I don't really go too far outside of the realm of lychee. And that's the key when you are blending fragrances. They don't all have to have the same notes, but you do need to find common notes in order to make them work together. Like you are not going to go and mix a brown sugar creme brulee with a sparkling lychee. Like that's just not going to happen. So you want to make sure that you know the notes before you just go blending anything together. And then you be funky the whole day. And don't nobody want that. So with lychee, I feel like you have to be a little bit more careful than you would with the vanilla based. But I love it down either way. It's a great, great scent. The last Kayali is her new one. As you can see, I bought the travel size. And this one, I did not buy the full size yet. And the reason because it is Flora Majesty Rose Royale. And y'all know how I feel about rose. I told you the roses have got to wow me. Now, I was reading in the Facebook group, shout out to Sis You Smell Good. A lot of them were saying that the dry down is absolutely phenomenal, that the first scent can give off the rose and all of that, but as it dries down, it gets way sweeter. So that is what I am hoping for. The notes in this are what got me to buy it though. Juicy pear, sweet peach, peony, violet wood, purple musk, and then rose. I love a peach. The peach is what made me say, could this possibly be sweet? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to test it out and I'm going to let you guys know what I think about it going forward. So it is classified as a floral fruity rose. So we shall see. The only other rose that I have absolutely loved down was Fumi's rose because I just felt like it was such a sophisticated grown woman rose. But I'll let you guys know. Again, Kayali is meant to be layered. Like you can do whatever you want to do with them and just kind of create your own thing. So I'm excited about this. I'm actually thinking about trying to mix it with my Louis Vuitton and seeing what kind of blend I get from that. So make sure y'all stay tuned and I'm going to let y'all know. Now, the next fragrances that I'm going to recommend to y'all, Valentino. This one is brand new, but when I smelled it in the store, I immediately knew she had to come home with me. This one, I don't know if you can see it, but girl, we're winding down in this bottle over here. This is Coral Fantasy. This was the first Valentino that I purchased, and I was mixing it with Black Opium. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And it was great. Like when I first really got into fragrances, it was probably the first combination that got me the compliments that I wanted, and it lasted all day and all of those things that I was looking for in a fragrance. Coral Fantasy is just one of those fragrances that you can blend with just about anything for spring, summer. It is a great base, and then you layer with the scent that you're really going for and just kind of let those infuse together throughout the day. That is what I love about Coral Fantasy. Now, what I will tell you that is in Coral Fantasy is going to be, let me find it in my notes, girl. Kiwi, Brazilian orange. You have Indian jasmine, rose. Base notes are white musk and Texas cedar. This does fall under the floral fruity category. And it is a floral fruity. I can tell you that. It is a floral fruity. The next one within the Valentino, this is the new one. This is the extra dose Valentino, the Born in Roma extra dose. This one, what I love about it is it's so simple. Like it's not, you're not doing too much. You're doing just enough with this one. And the notes in this one are rum, vanilla, and blackcurrant. And it is classified as a fruity vanilla. So if you're a vanilla girl, again, you need to have some good vanillas. I am actually thinking about mixing this one with my Chloe Vanilla Planifolio. And I'm going to see what that combination is like and circle back and let y'all know. But I'm really excited to see how this one unfolds, especially after it macerates throughout the season. So those are the Valentinos that I would recommend. Now, one of my go-to fragrances that I just can't leave alone, I'm addicted to, I don't care about how expensive it was, and none of that. Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf Nectar. Nectar. Trust me when I tell you, this is one of those fragrances that you just need to always have in your collection. If you run out, go get another bottle. Don't try to find nothing new. Just go get another bottle of the Flower Bomb Nectar. It is one of my favorites, especially for my girls that sweat a lot. If you get hot throughout the day, if you sweat, things like that, because you know some fragrances, the more you sweat, they can lean more musky than what you would like, but you still want to smell fruity and floral no matter how much sweating you're doing. This is the one, in my opinion, because I do get hot, and I get hot fast. Okay, so I have to pick fragrances that are not going to interfere with that. And so what I love about this one is it has bergamot, orange blossom, it has vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli. It falls within the floral fragrance category. It definitely is a floral fragrance, but think about nectar, like think about bees, think about honey, think about, you know, that type of feeling, like tulip fields and things like that. It's not a strong floral. It's definitely sweet, fruity. It's very girly. It's very wear this on Easter. That's what this gives. So you definitely need to add it to your list. And we're almost done. I'm super close to being done. I have about 4 more fragrances to show y'all after this one. This one here is Prada Beauty Intense. Now I do have Prada Beauty and I absolutely love it. When they came out with the Intense, I had to go and get the Intense because I'm just that kind of girl. I like to buy the regular and the extra child. So that's what this was for me. Now the Prada Beauty Intense, what it has inside of it is going to be pear, neroli, bergamot. You have jasmine, bourbon vanilla, vanilla amber, and it falls within the floral vanilla category as well. What I would love to see you mix this one with is actually the vanilla bourbon by Nest. Would be really, really good. Like pull out that bourbon vanilla in both of those and just see the mixture that you get with the two. And you guys know that in my LTK, I'm linking all of my approved scent combos for you guys. So as I try out different scents and things like that, I just add them into the LTK, letting you guys know like this combo works. So I'll be testing it out. If it works, you'll see it over there. But this one right here is just such a good church scent. It's a good, I'm going to my mama's house, I'm just chilling on the couch all day, I'm not doing too much, but I want to smell good. You know what I'm saying? I want my mama to be like, oh girl, what you got on? But you're not necessarily trying to be seen. You're not necessarily trying to garner anyone's attention per se, but you do want people to be thinking to themselves like, oh, she smells real good. Like a hug. I come up on you at church and I give you a good hug. That's the scent that you want to have on for that. Now this one is new. This one is Kylie Jenner's new Cosmic 2. I personally have Cosmic, the first version, and I think I'm about half a bottle now. I'm down to half a bottle from the big size because I love it that much. I mix mine personally with the vanilla rock sugar candy from Kayali, but Cosmic 2, the reason that I went and bought this one is because one of my best friends, her mom works at Ulta, and we were just talking about fragrances one day. She was over here and she was saying, have you smelled Cosmic 2? And I was like, no. And she was like, oh, go smell that. And I was like, okay. She was like, it's better than the first one, which I'm like, girl, ain't no way. I might have been lying about that. So this one has pear, pink pepper, vanilla orchid, lavender, amber, and sandalwood. It falls within the sweet amber category. So I'm excited to use this one. The only other fragrance that I absolutely have that's like an amber is Dubai Gold. It is an amber scent. So I'm not necessarily going to mix this one initially. I want to see what it does on its own before I go mixing and matching. But as I mix, I'll let you guys know which ones I think you should be wearing if you want longevity. So a lot of times what I do is I'll mix a high and a low so that I can get the longevity of the fragrance throughout the day. Now these two fragrances here, you may not have thought that I would have this on my list of must-have fragrances for 2025, but y'all, let me tell you, I feel like people sleep on the Le Monde Gourmand line because it is an inexpensive line, because you can get it from TJ Maxx and Marshalls and all of those places. But you may not have known Ulta actually carries the line now. I just discovered that myself the other day. And one of my favorite fragrances from that line is going to be their creamy vanilla. Like, you just always need a good base vanilla that you can just put on for the days that you just want to keep it simple. You might just want to be a couch potato that day. You know what I'm saying? You're not going nowhere. You just want to sit in your pajamas and smell good. This is always a great one to have for that reason. It is a vanilla, it is creamy, it is smooth, it is all of those things. It's not overpowering, it's just enough. But they also decided to release an exclusive fragrance at Ulta. You can actually only get this right now at Ulta, which is their Patel Ephemere. I don't know how to pronounce it, girl. But this one smells absolutely amazing. So this one has white peach, it has marshmallow, and it has rose in it. And it falls within the floral and sweet category. This is such a delightful scent. This is such a delightful scent. Like, I was pleasantly surprised when I opened this and sprayed it and just like wore it throughout the store. I love the way that it permeated off of my skin. And for it to only be $25, it is worth every single penny. Every single penny. And also because it's exclusive and I'm an exclusive kind of girl, I was going to get it either way. But I absolutely love it. And I think they really did their big one with this. They had another scent last year that had peaches in it, and it was phenomenal. It was also exclusive to Ulta, so I was excited to see them come back with something peach this year. Highly recommend. The last thing on my list is actually not a fragrance as far as perfume. This is a hair and body mist, y'all. Touchland has just released their new line of hair and body mist, and this one is the Peachy Lychee fragrance. It smells divine. I smelled it in store. Again, peach, leech, sign me up. Okay, sign me up every time. I like to feel edible. I want people to be like, "Ooh, girl, you smell delicious." That's the compliment that I'm always looking for, is how delicious I smell. And so this, for me, it is a hair and body mist, and I am definitely one of the girls that likes to buy the hair mist fragrances. I have the Baccarat, I have the Oud Satin Mood. Like, if there's a fragrance that I love that is also in a hair mist, I'm gonna buy it. And because so many of my fragrances for spring and summer are peach and lychee and fruity and cotton candy and marshmallow based, I feel like this would be the perfect addition to my collection to just mist around in my hair while I let all of the other fragrances blend together and create something unique for me. So if you have not looked at these, you definitely should, because they're only $20, which is a great price. And they have, I want to say, 8 or 10 different scents already out and available right now. I got mine at Ulta. They may have them at Sephora. I'm not sure yet, but I know for a fact that they are at Ulta. So definitely go and check those out. But girl, outside of all of that, because I know that was a lot. We just went through like 20 something fragrances. So that was a lot. The thing that you need on your list before you get anything else, Felicia Jarrell shower oils. I cannot tell y'all enough how many compliments we get, how many praises are sung about the shower oils, because they are literally that good, okay? And every single one of my shower oils you can use as a great base to just extend the longevity of your fragrances throughout the day. So we have recently released those for pre-order because Papa Goldmine is coming in town. He's getting ready to whip up the next batch. Y'all know that I don't release them often. I may release them twice a year, 3 times max. So you definitely want to make sure that you get your order in. If you are somebody that is new to Felicia Jarrell and you're like, well, I don't really know what to order first, I've never smelled it, always start off with Signature. Signature is the first scent that we created for this line, and it has been absolutely phenomenal. It is a perfect fragrance to wear throughout spring and summer. If you are going on vacation, grab you Paradise, because you're going to need that one. You're going to want that one. It feels like a breeze when you put it on, but you definitely should check out the FJ shower oils and use those as great bases for your fragrances throughout the spring and summer. The other products that I would recommend to you guys are EOS. EOS lotions are really great. Some of my favorite is the Jasmine Peach. I really love that one. I am in love, insanely in love with the Pink Champagne fragrance that they came out with this year. And when I'm not looking to blend all of the fragrances, I do love going towards the Naturium Glow Getter Body Butter. I love that as well. Or the Fenty butters are great as well. I just don't feel like she really has a spring summer fragrance. Most of hers, in my opinion, lean more towards fall and winter. So I would either stick to the EOS or the Glow Getter. But those are all of my recommendations for 2025. We're going to see what fall, winter comes up with. But right now, girl, we finna be outside, sun's out, buns out, and you need to be smelling good while doing so. So I will see you next time. Drop down in the comments. Let me know which ones resonated with you, which ones you already have, what fragrances that are on your wish list. Let me know all of the things. And remember that everything is always linked in LTK. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all of those things. And I will see you next time. Bye.